Leo's insights are presented to challenge, inform, and encourage you in your quest to break free from school-based approaches to education. Building upon a foundation of unschooling, we sincerely hope these insights help you to consider how education can be truly unlimited.
Have you ever made a bad decision? I certainly have. However, I do believe it is better to take the risk of making a bad decision than to not make any decision at all. I made a bad decision several years ago while enjoying a bit of warm winter weather in California. I could see the relationship with our associate school at the time was becoming strained, but I decided to wait and see what would happen. Well, shortly thereafter, our contract at the school was terminated and the school attempted to take over our families. This put us into a serious do or die situation as we had no time to apply for our own accreditation. Another school came to our rescue, and we continued for another 6 years, during which time I did nothing towards the establishment of our own school. This turned out to be another bad decision, as this agency also came to threaten our demise. Finally, we applied for our own accreditation, but I made yet another mistake. I applied for a charter school without realizing charter schools cannot support home education. This put us into another precarious situation where we needed and eventually succeeded at finding another sponsor school while we again applied for accreditation. Thankfully, we were successful at establishing Education Limited Academy as an accredited, funded, independent school, and we have the ability to sponsor home education programs. Praise the Lord. Despite having experienced several years of difficulty, we ended up doing okay. However, we could have done better if I had made the right decisions at the right time. For whatever reason, I didn't. I'll tell you this story as an example of what happens to everyone. We either fail to make decisions or we make one too late and or with too little information. Usually hindsight shows us what we could have done better, and usually we see we could have avoided an enormous amount of grief and hassle if we had simply made the right decision based on the right information at the right time in the first place. Choosing to home educate requires having to make further decisions as to how it will be done. Parents can opt to notify only, which is officially recognized as an unsupervised home education program. Knowing what I know about some home education providers, this could be a better choice, but not the best. Notifying as a school supervised program is a better choice for many reasons, as it comes with help and funding. However, not everything is as it seems. To demonstrate what I'm alluding to, let me go back to our pre-accreditation experience. The leaders of the last school we worked with clearly communicated their true motivation for associating with us: money. We also clearly communicated that we needed a school to bridge us from our desperate situation to possible accreditation. In a way, you can say our relationship was mutual, even if it was somewhat parasitic. Our previous two school sponsors talked as though they cared, but clearly demonstrated that they didn't. Their motivation was also money, which is why both attempted to trick our families into abandoning Education Unlimited and staying with them. Well, unfortunately, nothing has changed. I'm appalled at what schools are offering parents, especially when it comes to high school. At this level, public programming, which pays the schools upward of 4 times the home education allocation, is an easy and lucrative sell. Even if the expertise appears to be sound, these agencies will avoid full disclosure. Students and parents not properly informed of what happens when a child fails to meet the high school accreditation requirements, or if they do happen to successfully complete the high school program, they have really not accomplished much other than doing what everyone else has done. To fail to meet the high school diploma requirements makes the student appear to be a dropout or a failure. A much worse situation than being home educated. All without mentioning the truth, which is that students do not need high school accreditation to access post-secondary institutions. Well, there is no lack of home education providers offering up the same hash. There is one that advances that parents are better equipped to teach their children than schools. It is the only school that honors parental authority and believes in simplifying processes rather than tricking parents into doing what is best for the school. We are the best choice. Welcome to Education Unlimited Academy.
We trust you were blessed by today's presentation. For more helpful information to guide you in your home education journey, please visit educationunlimited.ca and leogaumont.com. Be sure to like us and share us on Facebook.